Hello you beautiful people, thank you very much for clicking on this video. Okay, in this video I will show you how to set up WordPress Multisite or WordPress, also known as WordPress Network. So what does WordPress Network do? So what WordPress Network actually does is that it allows you to host multiple domains on your single WordPress install. So what we will do today is that we will install 2 domains on a single WordPress install, and the process is the same for installing 3rd, 4th and 5th domain. As you can see on my screen that I have buzzings.com here, which is our demo website. And this is the installation page of buzzings.com, which can be found in your client area. So client area, which is my.wpbuzz.com, and then we will select buzzings.com. Okay, here is the dashboard for our install. You can see WordPress tools and CDN and everything in here. The first thing, okay, so what we are going to do today is that we will install another domain, causery.com, on the same install as buzzings.com, and they will be completely different. Okay, so before we start, I want to show you what it looks like at the back end. If you look at the dashboard of buzzings.com, it's just normal. Okay, there's nothing different. If you come to the tools, okay, you can see all the options in here. Before we get started, you will have to make a decision whether you want your other domains to be on subdirectories or subdomains. So what is a subdirectory? Subdirectory will be something like buzzings.com/causery. And what is a subdomain? Subdomain will be something like causery.buzzings.com. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I will be installing WordPress Network using the subdomain method, because that is something which a lot of people use, and that is exactly what I use for our clients as well. Okay, so now that we have already decided that we want to use subdomains, if you go to Google and write how to create a network, you will come across this page. It is an instruction manual provided by WordPress itself on how to create a multi-site. Okay, it actually tells you what to do before you begin. The same thing which I've told you, that you have to decide whether you want to do it on the subdomains or subdirectories or subfolders. It's really up to you. Okay, the first thing we are going to do in our admin dashboard is that we will disable all the plugins. We'll go to plugins, install plugins, bulk check them, and deactivate, apply. Now it is very important that you deactivate all the plugins, otherwise your WordPress network install will not be configured properly. The second thing which we are going to do is we are going to go to settings and permalinks and make sure that our pretty permalinks are on. Now post name is a pretty permalink. Okay, so it is a custom structure. Right, now that we are ready, you will see that the WordPress is telling us that we have to prepare our WordPress, and that means we have to back up our database and files. What I have done is that I have installed, now that you can't see it, but we do have a plugin installed. It's called all-in-one WordPress migration plugin. What I've done is I've used this plugin and created a backup of the website and saved it already in my computer. In case something goes wrong, my existing WordPress site, our existing WordPress site will not be affected. We can literally just back it up again. So make sure to back up your existing WordPress site before you try to install WordPress Network. Okay, so let's get started. It says prepare your WordPress, back up your database and files, also deactivate all the plugins. We have done them. You can reactivate them again after the network is created, which we will do. The second step is to allow multi-site, and it tells you how to do it. It says to enable the network setup menu item, you first define multi-site in the wp-config.php file. Okay, I will show you exactly where wp-config.php file is. It also says open up wp-config.php and add this line above where it says that's all, stop editing, happy blogging. Right, so we will find this line and we will paste this code in there. So I've already copied it, and now we are back into our control panel. I will go down, and where it says web files, it also says file manager. I will go ahead and click file manager. Okay, and the file manager is, we can see all the directories in here, all the folders in here. So let's click on public_html. Okay, now that you can see all the files and folders in here, we will find wp-config.php. This is wp-config.php, and now we will have to find where it says that's all, happy blogging kind of thing. So let's see where it is. If you scroll down, and on line number 81 it says that's all, stop editing, happy blogging. So exactly what it says in here, that's all, stop editing, happy blogging. So we have copied this from here, file manager, and just on the top of that we will paste this. Okay, save and close. Once you save and close, if you go back to your dashboard, there will be something different. What? If you go down to tools, it will say network setup. Wow, now this wasn't here before. When I showed you, it wasn't here before. Now network setup is here, so we will go ahead and click on network setup. Okay, so because our installation is not new, we can only install the network on subdomains. Okay, so this was exactly what we wanted as well. So it says in here, because your installation is not new, the sites in your WordPress network must be subdomains. The main site in the subdirectory installation will need to use a modified permalink structure, potentially breaking existing links. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's click on install. Okay, now we have clicked on install and it is giving us two further instructions. What it's saying is that add the following to your wp-config.php, the same file we added our allow multi-site to, and where to add on the same line, that's all, stop editing, happy publishing. So we will copy this, go back to file manager, open wp-config again, and where it says that's all, stop editing, happy blogging, we will paste in here. Okay, it's okay. One thing I want to mention here is that it's very important that if you can take a copy of your wp-config.php file and save it somewhere in case something goes wrong, you can reverse the process. But let's do this, save and close. go back, and now it's saying the second thing we have to do is we have to add the following to your .htaccess file in public.html. Okay, so we have to replace the other WordPress rules. So what I will do is I will copy this, go to public. Okay, it's very important. There are two htaccess files. One is in the root directory and the other is in the public folder. It's very important that you are in public_-html. Okay, here is the .htaccess file. I had already copied and pasted it in my laptop. So, but if you are doing it the first time, please copy and paste it somewhere in your laptop so that you can actually, it can be saved in Notepad, so that in case if you need it again, you can actually reuse it. So I'll take this out and paste it in here. Save and close. Okay, now it says once you complete these steps, your network is enabled and configured, you will have to log in again. So I will have to log in again. Right now I am back again. I'm logged back into the admin panel, and guess what? Look at this. It says my sites, right? It doesn't say site anymore. It says my sites, and now here it says network admin. Okay, I will just click on the dashboard, and you can see that we only have one site at the moment. So we want to create a new site called codetree.com on this install. So what we will do is we will click on create a new site, and we will just you can write anything in here, but for the sake of keeping it simple and memorable, I will write codetree.buzzings.com. Site title Codetree, and admin email test@wp-buzz.com. Add site. Okay, so we have added the site, and now let's visit the dashboard of the site. Okay, so here we are in a dashboard of codetree.buzzings.com. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to first of all go into network admin dashboard, install plugins, and reactivate all of them. Okay, we don't need this, so I'm gonna leave this alone, and we don't need to activate this for now, and I'm gonna apply. Right, okay, so we are in my sites, network admin dashboard, and we can see all our sites in here. Okay, so we do have buzzings.com, right? And we do have codetree.buzzings.com. So let's go into the codetree.buzzings.com and see what themes are available. Okay, appearance, themes, and this is the theme, okay, which is available. Now let's visit the site and see how it looks. Okay, so it's on a subdomain codetree.buzzings.com, and it has 2021 theme, which actually has absolutely beautiful colors activated. Okay, on the main domain, if you go into the main domain buzzings.com, you see we have our own site which we have created using GeneratePress, and if you go to codetree.buzzings.com, you will see that you have a completely different theme, on the same install, completely different theme. But the question here is, how are we going to map codetree.com to show, so that it shows when someone types in kosry.com, it doesn't show codetree.buzzing.com, instead it shows this website. Now this is what I'm going to teach you right now. Okay, I'm going to show you. We will go back to our control panel. We will go down to where it says domain names. We will click on domains, add a domain. So this is the domain we want to map. Add domain. Okay, the system is adding the domain. It will take some time because it has to map the domain. Okay, successfully added the domain name. Okay, so we have a primary domain and we have cozy.com. So how are we going to map this so that when someone types in, if you look at, I have already updated the DNS of cozy.com to ours, but if you type in here cozy.com, you see it goes to buzzings.com now, right? So what are we gonna do now? We are going sites, and then we will edit, and rather than here being http / cozy.buzzings.com, we will remove this and we will put cozy.com. okay, and now save changes. Okay, now let's go and type cozy.com. Oh, look at this. Now you have cozy.com on the same WordPress install as buzzings.com, but it's completely different. Let's check. Okay, this is buzzings.com and this is cozy.com, right? The SSL will take some time to get active. It can take up to 48 hours for our load balancers to properly propagate SSL. So in 48 hours time, all these signs will be gone. Okay, now I want to take you inside and I want to show you, if you want to add further websites, what are you gonna do? Okay, you will go to network admin, sites, add new. Okay, whatever name of the website you want to add, it can be anything, X domain, Y domain, right? And then you will go ahead. Okay, let's say for example we want to add let's say test.buzzings.com and site title test. Okay, admin email, you have to give admin email. Okay, and add site. Give it some time and it will add a new site. Okay, just let's visit the dashboard of test.buzzings.com. It will have its own dashboard. That's awesome, isn't it? A completely different dashboard. Okay, as you can see, it has its own dashboard. You can see the themes in here as well. Okay, right? And now what if you want to map a different domain, okay, to test.buzzings.com? All you have to do is go to client area, manage domain names, add whatever domain you want, right? And then press on add domain. But after you have done it, do not forget to go to my sites, network admin, sites, and then edit. Okay, yeah, edit, and then change the URL address to, let's say, whatever, https test.com. That is how easy it is. Save changes, and then you will have third site. You can rinse and repeat this method again and again to add as many sites as you want to, depending upon your plan, of course, as many sites as you want to your single WordPress install. Okay, and it will still have the same speed. Okay, right. Okay, now what we did previously was we actually purged the cache and put it on development mode. Let's see if it is still on the development mode. Okay, development mode is off. Now let's check the speed of buzzings.com. Check site speed using Google Tools. Okay, http buzzings.com. We purged the cache, so speed might not be like as awesome, but let's see. Okay, it's 90 on mobile, which is absolutely awesome, and on desktop it's 98. This is brilliant. Let's try once again. You know, getting all these awesome speeds, that makes your users really happy. Like, it loads in an instant. Okay, check this out. 93 on mobile and desktop 99. Isn't it amazing, right? This website has images, it has animation, you know, it has everything a website can have, and still look at the speed. And the reason we have got these amazing speeds is because we have this brilliant platform which is exclusively built for WordPress. You know, it delivers amazing speed. It works with edge caching plus CDN to deliver the fastest WordPress experience to your customers. You know, and it's so good for your SEO purposes. If you can get a fast loading website and you get the copyright, you know, if you can get the copyright on your website, there is absolutely no way that you can rule the SEO game. Okay, now let's check the speed of coastery.com. Okay, as you can see, coastery.com and buzzings.com is on the same WordPress install, but they are completely different. They're looking radically different. You can use a different theme for Coastery and create a completely new website. Okay, now let's check it here. Unfortunately, we do not have S at the moment, but we can still give it a try. You know, it takes time. Oh, check this out. 99 on mobile. You know, the blank installation is 99 on mobile. On desktop, 99. You know, that is amazing. Brilliant speeds. We have just recently, just now, right in front of your eyes installed it. Okay, and you can see the amazing speeds it is delivering. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I am the content Buzzling. I will create more tutorials to make your WordPress journey as awesome as possible. And here at WP Buzz, we love you guys. We would want you to thrive in WordPress. Okay, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Okay, and before you go, I just want to let you know that buzzings.com will be live. Okay, you can go and check how the site is made, because we have made the control panel available just right here. You know, if you look at, like, we have given all the information out, you know, which theme is used to build this site. You can actually go in the control panel and see which cache plugins are being used on this site. You know, we are not using no caching plugins because our edge caching is so super awesome that it delivers amazing speeds without using any type of cache plugins. How is HTML and CSS being optimized on this site? You know, you can actually go into the control panel and you can see how we have optimized. You know, there's a link in here, it says web optimization. Click on here, right, and you will be able to see how we have optimized the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and everything, the images and everything. You know, it is absolutely brilliant, right? You do not need to use, you know, 10 plugins to optimize images, to optimize HTML, JavaScript, you know, plugins to optimize, because let me tell you this, right? All the WordPress pros will tell you that the less plugins you use, the better it is for your site. Why? Because the lesser the plugins, the leaner your website, the less security risk, and the fastest is gonna load, right? So what we have done is that we have integrated all these awesome optimizations within the platform so that your WordPress stays lean and it just loads instantly to give your customers a brilliant user experience, right? And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. We look forward to getting to know you, and we look forward to helping you achieve best speeds possible within the WordPress. Thank you very much. And just to let you know, we love you. Stay buzzing. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and everything in between. Thank you, and bye bye.